I'm Sophie Baker. I'm the International News Editor for Pensions and Investments and the Programme Director and Chair for the World Pension Summit. And I'm delighted to welcome Hens Steehouwer, Chief Innovation Officer, Ortec Finance, to our first one-word answer interview of 2026 World Pension Summit World. Really? Hello, Hens. How are you?
Hello, Sophie. Thanks. I'm doing great. Looking forward to this interesting interview.
Yes. So, to explain it very briefly, because people may have forgotten since last year, we are here to give you 14 questions for which we're looking for one-word answer. We're not completely crazy. We do know that there are some concepts, fixed income, emerging markets, those sorts of things. We'll allow those as one answer. And we're also giving you some get out of jail cards. So you have a no comment, which I don't think we're going to use, hopefully. We have a clarification, where you can just clarify one of your answers with a bit of a longer answer, and you can return to an answer if you need to. I don't think we're going to need any of those, are we? Maybe?
See, we might.
We'll see how we go. There's 14 opportunities to use one of them.
Yeah.
So before we start, Hens, please would you tell us a little bit about your role at Ortec Finance and a little bit about the firm itself?
Yes, of course. So I work at Ortec Finance, and we are a provider of technology to support investment decision making for both institutional investors, pension plans, insurance companies, sovereign wealth funds, but also the asset managers that serve them. And also increasingly in the private wealth space, we apply the same concepts in there. I've been very fortunate as an individual to have joined Ortec 30 years ago already, fresh out of university.
Wow.
And never left since. So it's been a great pleasure to witness and hopefully also contribute a bit to the growth of this great company. I've always been involved on the innovation side of things and the R&D side of things in various roles. In my current role, I'm Chief Innovation Officer from the executive team, and I'm trying to oversee the innovation efforts that we do in the main themes that go kind of across markets and across industries, which are obviously AI on the one hand and climate change on the other hand. And perhaps an interesting thing to mention, I keep my archives and I thought World Pension Summit, I think I participated in that a long time ago, 2012 in The Hague.
Oh, wow.
Pleasure to present on scenario modeling and how that is useful to support investment decision making. So really great to be back after 14 years.
Fantastic to welcome you back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it said 14 years ago, right? So I don't know if I did a good job or not.
I'm sure you did because you're back. It was pre-P&I ownership, but I'm very excited to welcome you back. And I love that tenure at Ortec and then that tenure with the World Pension Summit. So it says a lot about you. You stick with it. So let's see if we can stick with this one-word answer interview, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. So question one, what is the single biggest theme for our sector right now?
Single biggest theme for the sector?
The sector.
If I pull it together, I think across all the different markets that we're operating in, I would say something like transformation or change management.
Yeah, evolution, that sort of thing, development.
Yeah. Adapting to new circumstances. Yeah.
I'm going to let you have that because they were the same, a single thing. What is the one thing happening in the wider world that's having a significant impact on the retirement industry and that maybe keeps you up at night and you sort of worry about?
I try to sleep well.
Good.
But I guess there's one thing, I mean, of course, it's related to the pension industry as well, but I think to the broader world that we live in, which, literally indeed sometimes wakes me up and worries me, and that's inequality in the world and all its implications.
Absolutely. Well, we have a session this year at the World Pension Summit on retirement adequacy and sort of it's very well talking about how much people are getting in terms of contributions, but is it right for them and right for the circumstances? So absolutely on point. What asset class are you most optimistic about over the next decade?
Yeah, I already thought there would be a question like that in there. So what I want to do now is use this one, but together with, what's the other one? This one. I want to clarify it as well.
Okay, clarify your position. Go.
No comment and clarify, right? And the reason is that I don't think that we don't think that one individual asset class is in itself preferable to one another, because everything starts with the objectives of every individual investor. Right? All kinds of institutional investors, but also private investors at the end of the day. And that it's all about finding the right combination of asset classes, which as best as possible meets the objectives of the investor and also their constraints that they may have. So not a single asset class, but the right combination of asset classes, which is different for every investor.
Absolutely. Okay. I wonder if you'll use it for this one as well then. Which asset class are you least optimistic about for the next 10 years?
Same answer. I don't have a repeat one, but it's the same thing, of course, right?
That's okay. Your one word can be ditto.
But same.
Or same. What's the biggest challenge for institutional investors?
Not only now, but I guess throughout my entire career, I've seen that, and I've seen it also increasing over time. And that is what I would call, or many people call, fundamental uncertainty or radical uncertainty, under which investors, but people in general, have to take decisions, tough decisions. So fundamental uncertainty.
Absolutely. And what is the biggest opportunity? Because we're hopeful at P&I and at the World Pension Summit. What's the opportunity that institutional investors have at the moment?
Yeah, I'm an optimist as well.
Good.
I work at a technology firm. I'm Chief Innovation Officer. One of the themes is AI.
Shocker.
Applied in the right way and looked at it in the right way as well. So there's many more things to say about that, but I'll save those for the conference.
I was going to say, save those for the World Pension Summit itself in November.
Yeah.
What is the buzzword you're hearing all over the place at the moment within the retirement industry and asset management industry?
The current buzzword, I would say, in this time frame, like the last year, so for me, is TPA.
Yeah.
Total portfolio approach. Also there,
Absolutely.
Many things to say about that, but one word, one concept, TPA.
The idea of whole portfolio, and that's something that we'll be addressing in our opening session as well at the World Pension Summit. So lots to come on that.
Yeah.
Do you have a grey swan event, these kind of high impact but low risk of occurring situations, or an underestimated macro force or risk that's sort of coming at the world? I feel like I'm getting a bit negative. It's not negative because it can be an opportunity.
Yeah. Well,
what's yours?
We live in a volatile world, so
we do.
Yeah, a grey swan. I'm not sure if it really qualifies for a grey swan if we dive into the definitions of what we exactly mean by that. But I would say extreme weather.
Interesting.
Extreme weather.
Yeah.
It's there, we're all aware of it, and we just seem to take it kind of for granted. Oh yeah, there's big droughts and there's forest fires and storms and hurricanes. Yeah, it's part of the story. Well, if this continues in this way, and we all have an idea where that comes from, the impact is tremendous, I think. And I'm not sure we're acting appropriately as a global society on that.
Absolutely, I agree. Okay, so we've done the kind of business bit. We're going to get to know you a bit more as an individual now.
Yep.
So if your colleagues were to describe you in one word, what would it be, or what would you like it to be?
What I would like it to be. Let's stick to what I think they would say. I think most of them would say something like rigorous. Hens is rigorous. Yeah, and sometimes they find me too rigorous.
We'll let them tell us that at WPS. How would you describe yourself in one word?
I think I'm reliable. I tend to think I'm reliable.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
With the company that long, I'm still with the first girl that I met. So I'm in there for the long run. Reliable.
I love that. Give me a fun fact about yourself or an unusual hobby you have.
Well, my work is my hobby. It has been my hobby for 30 years. I'm not sure that's very exciting for everyone. I'm also not sure if I'm a very fun guy. I hope I'm a likable guy.
I think you are.
Well, thank you. Very kind. Well, the thing that comes to mind is that no matter what I do to prevent that from happening, it seems that like every time I have new clothes, like a new shirt, especially like a white shirt, and I go to dinner in some way, I tend to spill on my shirt, on my new shirt, no matter what I try. In particular, the combination of white shirts and red sausage, Italian tomato sausage. I don't know how it happens. I try everything and still, I go home and there's a spot somewhere.
These things just happen to you. I'll check the menu for WPS very carefully.
Yeah, please. No. Yeah, I'll wear another shirt, but no tomato sauce, please.
And the hotel will be very excited for the laundry. What do you love most about your job?
I love many things about my job. I love many things about the special company that I work for. As I'm getting older, I have very much fun and admiration for working with my young colleagues and what some of them manage to achieve, right? Where we as seniors can only kind of point out, we think that direction is important or that direction is important, and I wouldn't know anymore how to do it myself if I would do things in the old-fashioned way, being trained as an econometrician, how we would do things. I wouldn't know how to do it, but they pull it off and they amaze you. So working with young colleagues and being inspired by them.
I love that, Hens, and it's the reason that we launched our Rising Stars program under the World Pension Summit, to recognise early career talents and people making a change early on in their careers. So
what's kind of the age boundary for people to
There is no age boundary. It's around 10 years of experience in the industry.
I cannot. I don't stand a chance.
Not you necessarily, but some of the young talent that's making an impact on you and Ortec. So that's exactly why we launched this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going off tangent now. What motivates you most?
Progress. Adapting to new challenges and making that work. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
And the last question, you'll be relieved to know. What are you most looking forward to about joining us at the World Pension Summit in The Hague in November?
Well, first of all, again, great to be back after so many years.
Yeah.
Looking forward
returning to join us. Yeah.
See how the event is turning up now. I think learning from other colleagues, clients, other countries, other regions, other markets, what are new developments, how are people addressing the problems that they have. So learning and meeting people to talk about that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I promise you plenty of that will be coming your way. Hens, we made it.
We made it.
It wasn't so bad, was it?
I'm not sure if it's all one word, but...
Right, we had a nice chat. I love it. Fabulous.
Yes.
Hens, look forward to seeing you in November. And thank you for your one-word answer interview.
You're very welcome, Sophie. Looking forward to seeing you in The Hague.
And you.
All right. Bye-bye.